Hello and welcome to Big Orc Games unboxing video, the new Magic the Gathering Planeswalker deck, Nissa, Nature's Artisan. My name is Simon and I'll be doing the unboxing today. So Wizards have, with the release of Kaladesh, have changed the intro decks. They're no longer doing the intro decks, they're now making these, the Planeswalker decks. So there's two for the set, each one featuring a Planeswalker, this one focusing on Nissa, the other one focuses on Chandra. You get a copy of said Planeswalker in the deck, which is exclusive to the deck. They're not available in the normal Kaladesh boosters. And yeah, so these have replaced what they used to call the intro decks. Now what I'm going to do is just open this up, show you what you get inside. It's not an in-depth analysis or a guide on exactly how to play it. It's just lets you get a feel for what's in there and just an idea of what the cards are and stuff. So let's open her up. So you've got this really quite posh packaging for it. Nissa herself is inside the plastic shield here. Just be careful when opening it. Can you see already there's damage on the side of it from where it's been packaged? It's something Wizards might have to take a look at. And I've seen during the pre-release weekend with the open dueling people getting cards out like this. You can see it's a bit damaged down the side there. So hopefully Wizards will fix something in the printing packaging department. You can see it's all marked as well. Such a shame. But if you look on the front, everything's nice and shiny. So yes, you get Nissa in here. So she's 6 mana in total, 4 mana and 2 green for 5 loyalty. She has 3 abilities, +3 to gain you 3 life, -4 to reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put all land cards from among them onto your battlefield and the rest into your hand. So it's a good way of ramping up, as they say with green, of getting some more mana, more land onto play. And a massive -12. Creatures you control get +5/+5 and gain trample until end of turn. So what basically she has the effect of what an old spell card called Overrun as her ultimate. So it's a great way if you've got a massive army of beasts, even if they're little 1/1s. Get to a stage where you can activate her ultimate ability and boom, trample all over that battlefield. So you get the deck inside here as well as the boosters now. So there's just a bit of a plastic sheet. And it even has Nissa's artwork and her name all over it and green branding. So let's open this up and take a look inside. So you get your 2 boosters as before, they haven't taken those away. Nice little way to expand the deck when you first get it. So here we have a guide as well. So what this does when you fold it out, as I'm just about to do, fold it out, and it explains Nissa, Nature's Artisan. So it explains a little bit about the deck, how to learn to play Magic. So it's talking about Magic Jewels, which is their app and game. And then if you flick over to the back, sorry I didn't miss anything on that side. I did miss it on that side, sorry. I've got to fold it out properly. It does explain how to play the deck and how to bolster it as well with hopefully the cards you pull from your boosters. Also gives you a deck list. So if you ever take it apart and use the cards for other decks, you can put it back together. And then on the back it just explains a little bit about Nissa herself and some of the other products available. So the other Planeswalker deck, Chandra, the Deck Builder's Toolkit, which I'll also do an unboxing video, so check it out if you're curious, and then Magic Jewels. So I'll put that to one side. So if I can get through the plastic prison which is holding this, there's a tab on the side, or is it on the front? Try not to damage the card underneath. Tab is on the side. That's right, the front. So I'll undo that. So let's get the plastic off of my hand. So you get in there a quick reference guide. Put that to one side. So it's a blue and green deck, which I think is a bit of a shame because they don't actually put that in an obvious way on the packaging. In the intro decks, you used to have the 2 colours on the top of the deck, on top of the packaging, but unfortunately you don't get that in this one, which I think is a bit of a shame. It'd be nice to see that. So you've got your rares on the top here. So, so we've got things like Verdant Crescendo. So I'll just show you this one. So Verdant Crescendo is a 4 mana sorcery. And it's search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Search your library and graveyard for a card named Nissa, Nature's Artisan, reveal it and put it into your hand, shuffle your library. And you get 2 of those in there. And the point of that is that it's a way to get Nissa into play faster. Because otherwise, you know, the core of the deck is supposed to be this Planeswalker. Well, if you spend half the game waiting to draw her, that's not fun and you're not seeing the full extent of it. So So yeah, so you've got turtles in here. There's lots of energy production in this, which is quite good. A few big terrain elementals there, just nice beasties. You can see there's just a lot of focus. Sorry, bring these up to the camera more, my apology. You can see there's a lot of focus on having energy counters in this deck, which is one of the big features of Kaladesh. You've also got cards which are exclusive to the Planeswalker deck. Here, Guardian of the Great Conduit. So it's a creature elemental, 4 mana for a 2/4. It has reach, so it can block flyers. And as long as you control a Nissa Planeswalker, Guardian of the Great Conduit gets +2 and has vigilance, so it becomes a 4/4 vigilance reach. So it becomes quite nasty for 4 mana. So yeah, so lots of energy production. You get woodland streams in there, so they enter tapped, but they produce green and blue. And then you get all the forests and islands you need. And then a few more cards at the back here, which just help you with your sort of the focus of the deck, which is generating energy counters and then utilizing said energy counters. And yeah, and the blue's just there to help give you a bit of control. So I think I said this repeatedly, but the whole point is to get energy counters and then utilize those energy counters with the effects on the creatures to give you benefits, usually in the form of +1/+1 counters, but also like tapping and untapping creatures, stuff like that. So it's a good way to generate energy counters in this deck and then beat your opponent over the head with them. And you can use them on the big stuff like the Bristling Hydra, which can give it +1/+1 counters for every 3 energy, or the 8th score Ancient 8 energy to bounce your opponent's creatures. So wiping the field clear, letting you swing through with the big 6/6. So yeah, you also get 2 boosters in here, so it'd be remiss of me not to open these up. Take a look and see what we get inside. Let's see what we have. So I'm flicking through, I'm mostly just going straight to the back for the rare for this video. So Scrappy Scrounger, 2 mana artifact creature construct. It's a 3/2. It can't block. Pay 1 and a black to exile another creature card from your graveyard to return him from your graveyard to the battlefield. So basically, when he dies from attacking, because he's got slightly low toughness, you can then exile another creature card and pay the mana cost to bring him back to life. So he can reanimate himself, which is quite a useful thing to do. And then the second booster pack, just flicking through, larger than life. Dynavolt Tower. Oh, that fits perfectly with the deck. So it's 3 mana artifact. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get 2 energy, and you can tap and pay 5 energy to deal 3 damage to target creature or player. And with the deck that's producing so many energy counters, boom, you get yourself a nice little way to spend those energy counters you're gaining. So flicking through, you can see there's quite a few green cards and blue cards in there. So you've got plenty of stuff to sort of adjust your deck with slightly as an opening, but if you are brand new to this, I would suggest just playing with the deck as is to start with. So yeah, so there you go, that's everything in the Nissa Planeswalker deck. Like I said, these have replaced the intro decks as a way for new players to get into the game and a new thing for them to look at. So I think to that aim, it does look quite good because the core combo of the deck, generating energy counters, is fairly straightforward and simple. It's a Kaladesh mechanic, but it's fairly easy and fairly straightforward to achieve, and very clear on how you should be using it, which is to pay for abilities to gain bonuses and stuff. And it's just really cool to see that, you know, every player has access to Planeswalker. Yes, it may not be the most expensive and most powerful one ever made, because they are printed exclusively for the Planeswalker decks, which are mass produced, but it's still really neat to see it. And also to have things like these spells which tutor them back even from the graveyard, so you never have to worry too much about whether or not it's been killed, because you can just get it back. So yeah, so quite impressed. So there we go. That is everything in the Nature's Artisan Planeswalker deck. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Remember, all the individual cards you've seen here today can be bought and sold on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.